at hsn.com.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to HSN. I'm Callie Northagen, and this is a day dreams are made of, because we are featuring the only Lazy Boy recliner today special of the entire holiday season, and it's never been seen before. This is the Grayson. It's the big version, and there are so many features in here that you have never heard of before. We've never offered them on air before. It's something called Tempur-response. You know, the Tempur-pedic world of support and durability, that memory foam that literally cradles you. That's what you're getting inside. Now, there's a couple things you can choose from. One is a manual and one is the power. I'm gonna update you because we are so limited. This is a day you have to place your orders and get it well before the holidays. We're gonna jump in. It's our finest value of the day, our today's special. Well, I wanted to make sure I had it right. That Tempur-response memory foam inside is a game changer. We all know the name Lazy Boy. This is the one company that it goes by first name only. Lazy Boy, everybody knows what you're talking about. And we are so excited about our partnership with Lazy Boy, because what we get to do today is save you between $500 and $1,000 compared to what you'd spend if you go to one of their stores. I'm not kidding. Then we do something called, it's called Flex Pay. You can separate this over the course of the next 5 months, or you can do VIP financing with your HSN card for 18 months. So you're spending so little to get this immediately. The truth is, if you went and had a custom-built Lazy Boy recliner, the Grayson like this one, you'd have to probably wait until next April, maybe next September, because that's the way that things are in the world today. These will be there by the end of the month, and you've got first dibs on it and getting close to last dibs. I have to give you some updates. We've got 4 color choices. This is beautiful, full grain leather, easy to clean, absolutely stunning piece of furniture. I mentioned you can do the power recliner or the manual, which has got this nice long brushed nickel handle. That is so nice, and you'll just love all the infinite positions and possibilities in terms of your relaxation pleasure. It's incredible what Lazy Boy has done here. These are the colors. I've even got my numbers listed here because we are so limited. If you want the beige, this is in fact, well, the beige I'm gonna share with you. We've got 120 in the power. We have 82 left in the manual. This is how limited we are today. If you don't order today, you're gonna pay way more and you're gonna wait months and months down the road to get it. This is the most limited choice, this beautiful gray, and it's a deep charcoal gray. It is a stunning piece. If you want power, we have less than 100. If you want the manual, there's 40. So this is the most limited for sure. I predict it's gonna sell out in this hour, in the manual. So then we love the chestnut. I mean, what a deep, rich, mouth-watering kind of a camel caramel color. This one, again, both manual and the power are available. We have 140 only in the power. In the manual, 80. That's it. So one more choice, and that is right here in the chocolate, which is so pretty. This is like a deep espresso. Gorgeous, almost a black. But this one in the manual, we have, let's see, 100. We have less than 100 in the manual. We have a little bit more than that, about 175 in the power. So you're pretty good to go here. If you love that deep, dark, rich leather, these are all leather. And wait till you see what goes inside. This one is better than ever before. I mean, every Lazy Boy we've offered, and any Lazy Boy you've ever sat in or reclined in or slept in, is a memorable experience. But these are better than they've ever been before because of that incredible Tempur-response memory foam that's built into the support areas. So there's a lot to get to. I can't wait to share with you first a couple of things, and then I'm gonna introduce you to Amy. Shipping is included. You don't have to worry about spending more on shipping. Even though we're gonna get it to you like within the next probably 2 weeks, if you went to them, it would be 6 months, maybe longer. So shipping is included and it's contactless delivery. So you're in charge of when they come. Nobody is gonna come into your home unless you want them to. They'll wear masks and gloves and really just make this the experience that you want it to be. But it is such a treat. And you know, if you're gonna get one, you may wanna consider getting two because they are that good that people are gonna fight over who gets to enjoy the recliner, the Lazy Boy. Better than ever before, like I said, these overstuffed arms, incredible cushy comfort on the seat, the lumbar. You've got all the reclining positions available to you, whether it's the power or the manual. And then even in this reclined position, you've got the head support. So if you want to lie back and relax and maybe watch a movie, you can enjoy the benefit of this head itself, the head rest, inclining for you too, to give your neck that kind of support. Oh, it's one of those chairs you never want to get out of. They're so incredibly comfortable. So one more reminder, if you're just tuning in a little bit past high noon, we have sold over 600, and I know that sounds like a lot, or maybe not, but we could only secure a certain amount at this kind of a deal and for immediate shipment. So that's a major thing. You're saving, if you want the manual, you're saving $500. If you want the power, you're saving $1,000 by shopping here at HSN. So we're gonna get to the fun because it really is fun talking about this brand with our guest, Amy Salm. She is joining us on Skype from her home, always looking so incredibly comfortable. Amy, welcome.
Thank you. You look so sharp in that chestnut chair, girl. I love it. And you look so comfortable. Oh my gosh, we are so excited, Callie, to be here today. We kicked this off at midnight, as you know, and just started selling. You know, this is our first time that the Grayson has been on television, which is really exciting because Grayson is one of our beautiful top selling chairs. Let me just show you the silhouette. I've got Johnny behind me here, so he wanted to join us today, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Look at that gorgeous headrest, and then look at all these beautiful details. This is a bucket seat. This is gives you that comfort that you would get in the high-end cars. And then, as you said, all of this on the arm pads. This is contoured cut foam. If you look on the inside, on this side, look how we actually shape the arms. And we shape them all the way to the back so that when you're reclining, the very end of your elbow is always supported. So we think of all of the small details in comfort, and this is all solid foam. But inside this seat, Callie, this is where we go to the Tempur-response. And I'm going straight to a demo because it's absolutely amazing. Now, this is our standard foam. This will be in your chair, but it will be underneath the Tempur-Pedic. This is Tempur-Pedic made this foam with Lazy Boy. 3 years of scientific work together with our research and development team and their scientists to bring the very first time Tempur-response for specific seating. Tempur-Pedic is the #1 brand for mattresses. So they have that science down for sleeping. Imagine what you have to do to bring the sizing down correctly and the engineering correctly for sitting. So I'm going to drop this. So you can see I'm 5'3". So there's right at the top of my head, but I want to come up higher than that. I'm going to drop this cue ball and notice how it bounces. Now that's some recovery. And I'm going to do that again. I want you to see this is you plopping on your recliner because that's what we do. We plop, right?
We do.
Watch what happens when I do this on Tempur-Pedic.
Wow.
It stops because it is capturing you as soon as you sit down. Let me do that again.
Oh,
and it
my
captures you.
gosh.
Now, Callie, I'm going to take this cue ball, push it down into the Tempur-response cushioning, and watch the recovery as it comes to the top.
That.
And let me do this on the standard foam. And again, we use only the top pressure, but you can see how it pops right up.
Right.
Let me do that again here. I'm going to push the cue ball down into the foam. So the foam is totally wrapped around the cue ball. Watch it come back to the surface. There's still even the smallest little divot here because it's supporting that little bit of weight on the cue ball. What does that mean for you at home? When you go to that initial sit, Look, and Callie, we may have to do this for you on the studio, but look what it does as it comes around every single finger. Imagine what that's going to do when you sit down,
Oh, look at
and
that.
it contours. And this has a special formula because it is weight and temperature adaptable. It conforms to each person individually. It accepts exceptional support and exceptional pressure. And I want to do those drop tests again. Let me get Johnny to lay down here.
Look at these
Because you
incredible.
see what he was trying to do, Kelly? He's trying to get in that recliner.
That is so
But
cute. He's
let
a
me do
smarty.
this again. Let me do this again.
Okay.
So up over my head, drop it, and you can see the bouncing that it does. Let me do this up over my head for the Tempur-response. And it just rests here as the pressure hits it. Again, if I push this down, it contours completely around the cue ball and comes right back up, but just a little bit of indentation at the bottom until I release it, and then it comes back to a full flat
It just is
surface.
incredibly
This
inviting. It just,
is incredibly inviting.
it really, and
Yes.
it welcomes you in, which makes it the chair everybody wants to be in, to watch movies in, to sleep in. Honestly, the fully reclined position is so comfortable and so extended that you easily could. I have to update you guys. I'm so sorry, Amy. I'm gonna jump in here because this dark gray is almost gone entirely on both options. If you want the power, and it's an option for either or in all colors, but if you want the power option in gray, we have less than 100. If you want the manual option in gray, we have less than 40. So that's where we're at, and this is the savings you're enjoying. I mean, the retail price on this chair, whether you're getting the manual or this is actually the power, you're saving $1,000 or $950. If you want the manual, you're saving like $500. So it's over $500 savings. Now FlexPay, let's talk about that. This is for all of you with any major credit card, whatever you love to use. If it's a card you get points on, use it because you can still separate these payments out by 5 months. One payment is all that we require, and then you'll get delivery, which we're gonna talk about next because that's included, and you'll get it by the end of the month, well in time for the holidays. But again, 5 Flex, so if you want this in the manual, it's $77.77 a month. If you want the power, it's only $111. And I'll talk more about the power. I'll show you the remote and all the different buttons that really, customize your position. Now, if you want to do financing, you want your HSN card. So if you have that and you use it, you can do this on 18 months payments, which actually those were the numbers I just gave you as the 18-month financing payments. $77.77 for the manual, $111 a month for the power. So back to the 5 Flex for everybody else shopping with any other card, it's less than $300 to get the manual, and it's less than $400 to get the power. Okay, but gray, dark gray is going to sell out in the show. I'm just letting you know, and we cannot do a back order. So if you went to Lazy Boy right now, this is what HSN did for you on your behalf months and months ago. We placed this order, a custom order made and assembled here in the United States. We did it so long ago, that's how we can say you can get this by the end of the month. If you went straight to Lazy Boy and said, I want a custom built chair, I want that wonderful memory foam that we're talking about, the Tempur-Pedic experience, you're gonna probably have to wait until maybe next April at the earliest, possibly even into the fall, from what I've been told by the folks at Lazy Boy, maybe even September. Everything is taking forever to get to people's homes, but this is a day, and that's why I say today, you have to place this order with us. Because if you wait, it's gonna be way more expensive, and it's gonna be way longer to get your recliner, your Lazy Boy, your Grayson, with the first time ever featuring the Tempur-response memory foam by Tempur-Pedic in the seated cushion. So let's go ahead and remind you about the delivery experience, Amy, because that too is a wonderful experience for our customers. They'll contact you, they will set up a time, and then they will do a delivery right to the front door, threshold delivery with contactless. Do you want to go into any other details on that, Amy?
I will. Johnny's ready to leave, so he's had enough time on television. Listen, we are following the CDC guidelines, so we wear our gloves and our masks, and this is why it's called touchless, contactless delivery. We're bringing it to the threshold. That's to keep you safe and to keep our drivers and delivery men safe as well. We are going to bring it, we'll call you about 30 minutes out after we've made that initial appointment. So that's why it's wonderful for gifting for anyone, whether it's you're gifting for yourself or you're gifting for a loved one. We have distribution centers all across the United States so that we can call, make that appointment. 30 minutes out, we will call you, let you know we're on the way. So you tell us if you'd prefer it in the garage where you're going to do the unboxing, if you'd prefer it closer to the back door or the front door where you do the unboxing, that's where we'll do the delivery. Then we take a picture of the box at the door. So that acts as your signature. So you're not signing a clipboard or using someone else's pen. We're keeping everyone safe. Now, Callie, it does mean that you have to unbox this, and it's actually very easy. And the way that you put the recliner together is also very easy. If we start with the manual, it's the two pieces. There's two metal parts, one on each side of the back and one on each side of the base. And there's your glides there. It's hard to see them on that beautiful dark chocolate, but they are black solid metal. And then you just slide the back right into the base, sit down, start rocking, and grab the arc handle and start reclining. The power is just a couple steps more. So you're going to do that same unboxing and unwrapping. You're going to align the glides and start to put the back on. Now, once you start to put it on, then you're going to want to attach the two orange DIN locks, and these lock in place, so they're very secure. The second orange one, and then continue to slide the back on. From there, attach the black ones together, put it into the surge protection box, so you do not need a power strip, and plug it into the wall. The beauty of that is that we have the power, and this power remote, wireless remote, is exclusive and designed by Lazy Boy's engineers. It has been tested unto yesterdays and the tomorrows of how long it took us to create this wand. The very top, you see, this looks like a house. That is your home button. So whatever reclining position you're in, whether you place a memory, the one and the two are memory buttons, just like you might have in your car. Whatever position you're in, or if you manually use the buttons below, then you press the home button. That will bring you back to a seated rocking position. The first row of buttons, this reclines the back. This is how Lazy Boy got started in 1927, as we built a chair where the back moves away from the seat. And every time you recline the back, the seat front comes forward to always support the back of the knees and the calves. So if you watch me recline that button, watch the leg rest here in the front come out forward away from the chair. This is what reclining really is. Now, I'm shorter, so I'm going to jump down to the third row. This elevates the headrest up to 55 degrees, and a single touch at a time, or you can hold the button till it becomes right to where you need it. This is where I need it, so I can stay in a full upright seated position. The second row of buttons elevates the leg rest. Now, you can do it at a touch of a button if you want, or you can hold 1 and 2 down and go into a full bed recline. So, Callie, this is now 69 inches of reclining comfort. And imagine here inside the bucket seat with the Tempur-response foam, I am fully supported on every single part of my body, all the way down to my ankles. And this is amazing. Then if I want more love or you 3 additional inches, I can press this, and now I've got that extra support. I can raise my headrest a little bit more if I want. And then when I'm ready, press the home button.
Look at
everything brings me back to the seated position. Then on the outside, you have a home button and the 2 memory buttons in case sticky fingers, that's what we call our granddaughter. She walks away with the remote control. If she does, and she puts it in her playroom, which I can tell you we have found umpteen times, the television remotes and our chair remote, we can press a button inside the chair. You see if I can find it. There it is. Hear the beeping?
And then it
That
finds,
means it finds the remote so you can put it back. And if she decides to push all the buttons while we're reclining, I can actually turn the wand off so that
wow.
I can stay in my reclining position and she cannot press any of the buttons.
That's
Plus,
amazing. Yeah, plus there's a USB
USB
port.
charging.
Yeah.
That's right.
I love that. You can be charging your
So
phone while you're sitting there enjoying a movie or taking a nap, and that's the slot for the power remote. So in fact, the power version is outselling the manual. I will let you know. And I really highly recommend, I mean, here we are, middle of the day, and I'm glad I'm here early because the truth is, when these sell out, we cannot place a back order. What we have is what we have. This is a day to treat yourself to something that you will love and use and be in and enjoy and sleep and experience. It's comforting, it's nurturing, it's like kind of being held again with all of that memory foam, Tempur-Pedic memory foam support. I mean, Tempur-Pedic is the most famous nationwide brand when it comes to mattresses. Think about the beauty of that marriage, Tempur-Pedic and Lazy Boy, in your experience every day. And with holidays upon us, you know, we all need extra seating, and it's definitely a beautiful piece of furniture. These are full grain leathers. This isn't a fabric, this isn't made to look like leather. It's a genuine leather, and it is a beautiful piece. Here today, I'm proud that not only is it available for delivery within 7 to 21 days, it is a huge savings. We're talking about $500 to $1,000 difference buying it here at HSN today, because it's not gonna be available in retail. This is yours for the asking because it was been custom built. I do wanna update you on the colors because that's what I need to do for you to be able to place your order. And in some cases, like in this dark gray, you need to place that order right now. Because the dark gray in the manual mode, I'll have Rob give me real numbers, because when we started the show, in the gray we had about 50. There's 28 in the manual in the gray. That's it. If you want the power in the gray, there's only 86. We started off with way more than that. So this is definitely gonna be the first color to go. The lighter shade, this is called beige. It's beautiful. It's like more of a dove gray. Still in the gray family. It's not a brown beige, it's a gray beige. It's beautiful. There's only 81 in manual. There's 116 in power. That's so few. Oh, I wish we had thousands of everything because it's been that popular. Over 600 gone in just a couple of shows today. Right over here is this luscious chestnut. I mean, it just makes your mouth water. It's so pretty. By the way, 300-pound weight capacity. They weigh 95 pounds, but they're shipping for free, so you don't have to worry about that. But this is a beautiful choice, and we do have both manual and power. If you want manual, there's 82. This is the chestnut. 145 only in the power mode. The last option is the darker of the chocolates, and this is more of an espresso brown. It's called chocolate. It's deep and dark and gorgeous. In the chocolate manual, we are down to 94. All for that's it. We can't place a back order. If you want the power in the chocolate, we have 172. So there you are. That's where we're at. I can't guarantee that anything is going to be available if you wait. I do encourage you, put it in your basket. Not only do you have, you know, the full limited lifetime warranty from Lazy Boy, we have the extended returns on this purchase as well. You've got all the way through the end of January. So it's gonna be an amazing experience. You're gonna be waiting for that phone call to say we're on our way, and that's when you get to start enjoying it, and we deserve it. You know, life is stressful. This is the least you can do, is have a beautiful piece of furniture that's gonna support you, I mean, and add durability and strength, but at the end of the day, it's that stress reliever, Amy, that really, what we all think of when we hear Lazy Boy is total comfort, a total experience, and we're thrilled with this. And thank you for letting HSN be the one to launch the Grayson on TV first, and to be able to launch that incredible immersive experience of the Tempur-response memory foam by Tempur-Pedic. I know we should go through all those layers again, but we're watching the construction. I'll let you talk through this.
We just looked at the power recliner. This is our Tempur-Pedic Tempur-response seat cushion video that I want to show you. So this is our chair that we're looking at, and this is where we put that Tempur-response. It is down in the seat, And put this on top of the layer of our high resiliency base, which I have here, and we'll show you that demo again. But look how the Response memory foam contours. It's one of a kind and for exceptional support, exceptional pressure acceptance. It is a cushion that conforms around each person individually. And let's do that demo again. So I have a cue ball. This is your normal billiard cue ball, and I want to put it up over my head, and I'm going to drop this. Let me move my leather swatch. I thought we were going to talk about leather cleaning, but we'll do that in a second. Up over my head and drop it. Now you can see how it bounces, but it is still high resiliency because eventually it does come and sits on the surface. Let me do that one more time in case you missed it. So there's your bounce, but eventually it catches and supports you. Now, this is the Tempur-response. I'm going to hold it also up over my head. So I'm 5'3", so this is a good, I don't know, foot more, right?
There.
It just stops.
Yeah.
And then there's just this tiny little pressure point that the Tempur-response accepts when the cue ball sits on it. I want to do that one again for you. So out up over my head, and there it drops. Now, this is my favorite part to do. I love to push the cue ball down inside. Watch how it comes back up to the surface. And again, just a tiny little indentation until I take the cue ball off because it takes and accepts even the smallest amount of pressure. So imagine at supporting up to 300 pounds, the comfort that it's going to give you. If I take my knuckles and push them down inside, it rolls the cue ball, but I still see an indentation with the cue ball. Now watch as that comes up to the surface to something nice and flat. When I do that here, it's just a punch and it doesn't stay in, it just sits on the surface. So what are you getting? What does this mean for you? You're getting the best of both worlds. We're gonna give you this high resiliency core underneath and that Tempur-Pedic on top. And that's inside the entire seating area. Again, this was 3 years in the making with the Tempur-Pedic scientists and engineers and the Lazy Boy scientists and engineers. Tempur-Pedic, the #1 brand for sleepers, for mattresses, had to come in and re-engineer the right formula so that we have the ultimate amount for seating. And again, if you watch that cue ball, you can see that it takes that pressure and then releases all the pressure of you sitting, and it's ready for the next family member to sit down. It's all custom seating inside your leather chair. Now, Callie, if it's okay with you,
Yep,
let's talk about leather. Leather is nature's fabric. It's the first fabric ever out there, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, thousands of years ago. It's a fabric that wears in, it does not wear out. So the more you use leather, the softer it gets over time. Look at this hand. I have a full 15-inch square, but I want you to see the drapeability. That's how soft this leather is. This is the kind of leather that you need to make all these beautiful sew lines, not a stiff leather. Leather comes in all different consistencies, but this one has incredible drapeability. The aroma is outstanding. Imagine when you get that new wallet, that new purse, those new boots, and what that smell is, even inside your car. The other nice thing about it is that, again, it wears in, it doesn't wear out. It's family friendly. You saw Johnny was getting ready to jump up on that leather. I'm okay with that because even with his claws, he doesn't nest. Nesting is a behavior, but for him to jump up and spend time in it, he's absolutely fine with that. And it's also allergy free. So if you have your cat or your dog and you have allergens, a duster is all you need for dusting off. But let's just say you have Friday night ice cream after having a hamburger and stuff gets spilled on your leather. All I'm using is a regular paper towel to lift the stain on both of these. I'm just going to take them off. But look, I have leftover residue, right? I'm just going to go into the kitchen and get a little, this is a regular kitchen scrub that I use in the house. I'm just going to scrub the little bit extra of that with a little bit of water, wipe it up with the paper towel, It's all dry because it is leather, dry to the surface, nothing's left, and this is how easy it is to clean leather. So Lazy Boy's tagline is live life comfortably. That's why we put leather on the outside for you to live in and from generation to generation. The memory foam from Tempur-Pedic, our Tempur-response, for you to live in your recliner. And then the arc handle, which is the first time on HSN, and that gorgeous nickel finish, and the Grayson the first time, and let us deliver it to you with no extra fee. Enjoy it with your partnership with HSN. And if you don't love it, even with COVID, Lazy Boy will pick it up because we want you to be comfortable with your purchase, not just comfortable with your chair.
It's amazing.
We feel that strongly about it.
Well, and it's part of the reason of many reasons why Lazy Boy's been around for so long. I mean, it's such a reputable brand. It's a nationwide, it's a global brand. We all just say Lazy Boy because we know what they do. This is the handle you were speaking of, Amy, and it's nice and long. We were commenting in the studio how comforting it is to have that extra length to be able to pull it. If this is the manual option you're choosing, it's that easy. And we'll talk about all the different positions that you can put the chairs in too with the manual mode, even versus the power mode. So that's up next. If you're just tuning in, here's the bad news. I'll start with the bad news because I always like better news best. But if you want the gray, it is almost completely gone, especially in the manual. We have less than 20. So that's the way it is. We cannot place another order. What we ordered is what we can deliver in the next 7 to 21 days, not another 6 to 8 months if you do this anywhere but here today. And then you're gonna spend over $500 more for the manual, $1,000 more for the power mode. So this is a day, it really is, and I mean it when I say if you don't order it today, you will not have this chair until sometime next year, and you're gonna spend so much more. I wanna go through the updated colors though, because the gray, which is almost gone in both modes, particularly the manual mode. The power mode is also down to, I think, 75. That's it. Here's the beige, and I do love this one too. I keep saying it's not a brown beige or a taupe. It's a beautiful gray toned beige. Beige manual, we have about 80. That's it. If you want the power in the beige, this is the second most popular option in this show in the power mode. There's only 110. So that's what we've got. We have two other choices though in the chocolate or brown family, which are so incredible. This one is my favorite. I just love the richness of this chestnut. If you want it in the power mode, there's 142 exactly as we speak. If you want manual, there's only 80. If you want the chocolate, which is the darkest option, and this is all gorgeous leather, guys. Oh, it's so pretty. If you want the manual in chocolate, there's 90. If you want the power in the chocolate, there's 174. So this is definitely a very solid option for you. The same item number, 79241, assembled right here in the United States. We're proud of that, and especially that we can get this to you so quickly. I'm super proud of that. It's just a difficult time in the world to get product anywhere. You mentioned, Amy, you've got factories and facilities all over the country. That feels good to all of us.
We do. This is Dayton, Tennessee. This is our largest plant. So not only have you seen what the plant looks like, but now you get to see what we're doing. This is that foam. This is what we do. We precision cut. Look at the intricateness of each of those layers. And then we use Dacron on the top, which is just a normal comfort layer. This is our fiber fill. This is what we use in the back of the Grayson. We tumble this over 3 times so that you get the highest loft of all of the Dacron possible. Not only do we test our fabrics for seam strength, but look what we do with the cushioning. This is like having you sitting down, and we also do quite a bit of measuring. 100,000 times we test our recliners so that you know that we've given this every which way possible, including putting the recliner in the box and dropping the box, so that when you get this and unbox it in your home, whether it's your garage, your front door, your back door, you are confident that the Lazy Boy furniture that you have spent money on as an investment is coming to you in the right functioning fashion. We even test the hand wand. This again is exclusive to Lazy Boy. It's designed by our engineers in that research and development plant that you saw. This took us a number of years to do. A Lazy Boy recliner in power has 4 motors on the inside. So let me show you what that means. There is a motor to recline the back, and this is the first line of buttons that Callie was just showing you. As you recline the back and still rock, this gives you different pitches. So if you're short like me, you may want this pitch up a little higher. If you're taller, like 6'3", you may want the pitch a little deeper, because every time you recline, the front of the recliner comes out and elongates the seat for support. The second motor is in the base, and this is where our leg rest is. So at the touch of a button, I can lift the leg rest or I can hold the button down. And in 7 seconds, you can go to this full bed recline. The third motor is up here in the headrest. This is where you can raise the headrest up to 55 degrees. So if you're taking a nap and then you're ready to watch HSN, all you have to do is lift the leg rest, or the headrest rather. You don't need to change the seating arrangement whatsoever. You also have 69 full inches of reclining. A twin sleep sofa is 72 inches. So we're 3 inches shy of being the same length as a twin sleep mattress. And then the fourth motor is here in the lumbar. We give you exceptional lumbar support in all reclining positions. But if I raise this button, you can have up to an additional 3 inches. Watch my hand move as I raise and lower this extra lumbar support. So we give you all of that. And when you're ready, hit your home button and come right back to that seated rocking position. This, Callie, is on all of that research that you showed, is why Lazy Boy is genuine. If you don't have 4 motors in your recliner, you don't have a genuine power Lazy Boy recliner. If you don't have that handle on the side that says Lazy Boy, you don't have a genuine Lazy Boy. And a genuine manual Lazy Boy gives you 54 reclining positions. If we can show you this graphic, I would love to. This is our manual. So you can still recline without raising the leg rest. The leg rest has a 3-position locking position and an 18-position ratchet, giving you 54 reclining positions, and you never lose lumbar support in any of those positions. Callie, that's 53 reclining positions more than any other reclining company. You get the Tempur-response seating, and you get Lazy Boy's unibody construction. Patent on patent on patent, and that's why we've been around since 1927, and we are known as the #1 brand of furniture for comfort, for durability, and innovation. You know, when you go into a store and you ask for Lazy Boy, if they are not an authorized dealer, they're going to show you a recliner. Recliners are all called Lazy Boys, like tissues are called Kleenex. We are the brand. We became the brand. We started the reclining industry, and we're getting ready to celebrate our 100-year century vision in just 5.5 years. We are so excited to what we're going to bring you. And why did we get started just before our century? We start with Tempur-response right here on HSN, the first time on television. It doesn't get any better than this.
This is so exciting. Well, it does, because it gets better when we talk about the savings today at HSN.
Yes.
I mean, what an honor it is. I mean, first time ever on TV to have the Grayson, first time ever to incorporate that incredible Tempur-pedic experience, and $500 to $1,000 off. That's a huge savings on the Lazy Boy that we are featuring today. I mean, goodness. Now, flex pay is definitely the way to go. You don't even have to pay for the whole thing. So if you have a regular credit card that you like, you can do 5 flex. So that means if you want to get the power, you are paying about $400 a month, $399.80. If you want the manual, it's only $279.80. That's each month. So the difference is nominal. It's just a matter of what is your personal preference, the manual or the power remote, which is a wireless remote. We'll go through all the features on this again, because it gives you an infinite number of reclining possibilities and positions to make it as comfortable as you can possibly be, no matter if you're 300 pounds or no matter if you're 35 pounds, you know, like your little ones that want to jump on the chair as well. But the other thing I want to share with you is VIP financing for HSN card holders. This is a great day for you to have this card. Holy smokes, because it's not a year of financing, it's 18 months. It's a year and a half. So you're spending as little, if you want to get the manual, it's $77.77 a month. That's it. You pay that off slowly over the next 18 months. We don't charge interest on those payments. Pay that off in full, you know, by this time in 18 months, that's next December, and you have not paid a dime in interest. If you want the power, it's $111 for 18-month VIP financing. It's a wonderful way to go. But this chair, I'm telling you, it is where you want to be. It's the lazy boy that you want. If, by the way, we're showing you on the side, if you want an extra rechargeable lithium-ion battery pack, those are available and in stock. It's 738-521. There's a great table, too, that I know we've seen people using next to their recliners, their lazy boys. It's right there. That's from Wiselift. That's getting limited, by the way. If you like that, to be able to use it for your laptop or for, you know, having a little dinner, watching your favorite movie, that's an option for you as well. But it's update time, Amy. Unfortunately, this gray, if you want this in either mode, most popular, if you want the manual, there are 19. 19. If you want power, we have 75. Okay, so more options in the power, and that's for the dark gray that I'm sitting on. The lighter gray next to me is called beige, and this one is so pretty too. If you have a lighter, you know, more airy kind of look in your house, this would be beautiful. It's a dove gray. If you want the manual, Rob, did you say 70? In the manual. If you want the power in the beige, there's less than 100. So again, that's it. We cannot place a back order. What we have is what we placed, the order we placed with Lazy Boy months ago, which is why we can get this to you in 7 to 21 days, not 6 to 8 months, like anywhere else you buy it and spend so much more money. This is the chestnut, one of my favorites. I love the richness. If you want manual, there are 70 remaining. If you want this in the power mode, there's 149. If you want the darkest of all the chocolates, it's called chocolate and espresso bean brown. There's 86 in manual. If you want power, there's 171. So I'm trying to keep you as updated as possible because I really don't want you to come back tonight and go, okay, I talked to my husband, we decided, and we're doing it, and then your color is gone, because there's nothing we can do for you at that point. So my suggestion is put this in your basket, check out. If, you know, if it's not a cohesive decision between you and your partner, you know, you can cancel your order, but you do have such a treat on its way to you. And you've got all the way through the end of January. So it's not even just that 1 month. The thing is though, you're gonna get in it and be thrilled within the first 5 seconds, 5 minutes. It's just incredible. Let's talk a little bit, Amy, about the whole customer experience, customer service, the lifetime warranty, all of those things.
Well, we spend a lot of time with our customers that purchase from HSN, and we've done some surveys, and these surveys are where we are able to show you what you who have bought from HSN a Lazy Boy product over the last couple years, 92% of you have said Lazy Boy is outstanding in their comfort. I mean, there's only 8% who said it wasn't comfortable, so that may be for other reasons. 88% durability and 86% in our innovation. Now, the next part of our survey also talks about our brand, and we are 98% known as the best furniture brand in the entire New United States. I mean, who's the other 2%? That's awesome. I have no idea. I know, 88%, they always recommend Lazy Boy to their family and their friends. 87 said that this is the chair that helps them to relax. Think about that rocking. It's relaxing by itself, but once you get in it and you start to take that snooze, yes, you've gone into la la land. And then 82%, we meet or exceed their expectations. We have been around for almost 100 years, Callie. We know what we're doing. We have a full innovation center in Dayton, Tennessee, where we continue to create new opportunities to bring you new layers of comfort. And that's our tagline. Our tagline is live life comfortably. We cut our own metal parts. We do our own wood cutting. We do our own fabrication to special formulas. Look at the weight we put on that. Our foam that we're going to talk about again is our own special formula and how we put this together to give you the ultimate amount of comfort. Then we also give you the loft in our Dacron. Other companies just stuff areas and then you have to constantly fluff a back pillow or a side pillow. Not Lazy Boy. Everything is contoured and planned for each specific side. We test that foam with lots of pressure, and our frames are tested. That's a 250-pound solid metal dummy that we test our chairs up to 100,000 times and give you all kinds of pressure and testing to make sure that this product survives. We expect you to own your Lazy Boy for 10, 15, 25, 35. We've heard of people who said, I still have my recliner. It's 45 years old. My husband has duct taped the fabric together because he doesn't want me to change a thing. Our home, my husband's favorite chair is his Grayson. We have one in the basement in his office. And when he saw this come in, he goes, well, why didn't you just bring my chair upstairs? I said, honey, this is better leather. This is Tempur-Pedic Tempur-response. I got a better chair and it's in my office.
I love that. It's true. You never want to part with it. Yeah. That's why I do. I mean, I know it's a stretch to do 2 of them, but people will fight over who gets to be in it. That's why if you wanted to flank a couch, a sofa with, you know, a recliner or 2, it really is the day to do it, considering the savings. This is an incredible savings. This is not like, oh, we took $100 off your Lazy Boy, Grace. It's $500 to $1,000 less. Here today, but only today. And while they last, that is an unfortunate part. I wish we could do a back order, but we can't. I mean, this has been so widely accepted already halfway through our day. Let me update you. It is a power option that will save you, look at that, it's almost $1,000. And then shipping is included, so keep that in mind. The manual, look at, you're saving, like that's a lot of money. That's $480. And $480 plus free shipping. So you're saving over $500 and over $1,000, again, depending on which mode you're choosing. This is what the power mode looks like. I have the remote over there. This is the port, if you will, that's got that wonderful USB port, and so you can charge your laptop, your phone, etc. This is the 1-2 mode, so you can set it for you and set it for your partner. And then, Amy, what are the 2 buttons on the inside? Can you explain for us?
The back button closest to your finger, this is where we can turn the keypad off of the specialized remote so that little tiny fingers don't start moving mom and dad or grandma and grandpa around in the recliner when they want to stay still.
Okay.
That's kind of like a silent key. And then the actual key in the very front, that is find your remote. So if the remote gets separated from the recliner, you press that button and it will tell you where the remote is.
I just found it.
As soon as you, there you go, you found it.
You hear that beep?
And
I just found it.
Yep. Press any button and it turns that find your phone off. There you go. You're ready
that
to
is
set.
So cool. And then it slips right inside there.
And Lazy Boy created and designed and developed that exclusive. You will never find that in any other reclining family.
I am so excited to be a part of today. I love comfort. You know, it's been a crazy year and a half, almost 2 years. Yeah. The stress has been off the charts for everybody, for all kinds of reasons. I feel like, you know, furniture is important for our homes, but most furniture is just a chair. It's just a chair that sits there, it looks pretty, it's not that comfortable, they just look good. This is a beautiful piece of furniture that you will not only sit in to relax, you could fall asleep in this chair. If you're a new mom and you're nursing your little ones, oh boy, is this gonna be a favorite forever and ever, amen. But if it is something that, you know, my man went through a really bad accident 2 years ago, and I ended up renting him a recliner for a couple of months. Right. And I paid like $80 a month just to rent the chair. It was not a Lazy Boy. Looking at it now, I was like, ugh, it served its purpose for his time because he spent 4 months in bed sleeping there. But I love the fact that you can spend less than that and own this chair by using financing with our HSN card. It's less than $80 a month for 18 months, but you'll own it forever. And it does come with that limited lifetime warranty as well. So whether you're using the HSN card or you're using another card today, to separate the payments out and get this delivered right to your door, I'm gonna have Amy go through the contactless threshold delivery that is included with your purchase, no upcharge for this.
So we will call you and make an appointment over the next week. And we do have distribution centers all across the United States. So if you're gifting for yourself or you're gifting for a loved one, we will make the appointment with the receiver. 30 minutes out, we're going to call again. And this is to let you know we're on our way and for you to tell us where are we going to deliver it. We are following the CDC guidelines of masks and gloves. We are going to put this in the garage if that's where you would prefer to have more room, or we'll bring it to the threshold that's closest to the area of the home that you want this in. So in this particular case, it was the front door threshold. Now we're on the deck near the back door threshold. We take a picture of the delivery that acts as your signature. Now, putting it together is up to you because, again, we're following CDC guidelines and not coming inside the home. I highly recommend you have a friend help you unbox and lift this out of the box. When it comes, the back will be resting on the base and they will both be in plastic. You're going to carry the base and then carry the back to the room of your choice. Then you're going to take the plastic off of the base and the plastic off the back. And on the sides, we have 2 glides here on the side and here in the base. And if we can show graphics of exactly what that looks like to make it easier for you to see. There we go. So this is the chocolate, and this is in our manual where you see that arc handle. There's the slide and the glide. You literally align them and slide the back right on the base. That's it. Now you get to sit down, start rocking, and use the extended handle and start to enjoy the reclining. Same thing with the power, aligning the glides together, and you're going to start to slide the back on. But before you put it on completely, you want to attach the 2 medium oranges and then that chestnut orange DIN connection, slide the back on. That is now your chair connected. Now you're going to connect it to the wall for power with the black, and it goes into a surge protector. So you don't need a power strip, and plug it right into the wall. We do give you over 8 feet of cord for you to float this in the room. So my chair is floating here and my cord is way behind me in the back. So I've got over 8 feet. But if you want yours out deeper into the room, we do offer on HSN the battery pack that is wireless and rechargeable so that you can float your furniture inside the room. There is that same bell on the side when the battery starts to go. So it usually lasts anywhere from 3 to 5 days, depending on how often you use it and the weight capacity in the chair. But you simply just recharge it and you can put it right back in your recliner. So that's another nice tool that we offer you to make you more comfortable in your home. Callie, all of these things we do, it's why we're able to offer that limited lifetime warranty. Lifetime on the parts, lifetime on the mechanism, lifetime on the frame for the original owner. So imagine if you have your chair for 25 years, you have your warranty for 25 years. We are 3 years on the power. Everyone else is 1. We are 3 years on your memory foam, that Tempur-Pedic Tempur-response. 3 years. Everyone else on regular foam is 1 year. We give you that year on leather because that's the industry standard. But in the leather, you saw what I did with that. It is highly cleanable. You can use a little scrub brush on this, and we'll show you that as soon as we finish this animation. There we go. Here I'm going to put chocolate syrup on the leather. Now this is what would make most of us in our homes panic, but I'm okay with picking that up. And then with that little bit of scrub and bubbles that I have from my water, I just take a paper towel, Callie, and I wipe it up. It's all done. There's no staining. There's no worry. Your animals are fine with it. Your children are fine with it. This is why Lazy Boy does what they do. We want you to live your life comfortably. We want you to eat and live in your chair. We want you to have your beverages while you're sitting in your chair. We want the children up in the chair with you and your grandchildren. And that Tempur-response, let me do this one more time. This is that cue ball. This is our standard foam. You can see the bouncing that it does. I'm going to lift this up over my head on the Tempur-response. Watch what that does. It takes and absorbs the drop immediately. And as I press the cue ball down to the foam, watch how it rolls up to the surface and it totally contours around the base of the cue ball. This again, standard foam. It bounces and it accepts the body weight, but you can see it resiliency pops up almost instantly versus having all the contouring. Now let me do that again up over the Tempur-response.
Nice.
It contours immediately, and look at that as I push into the surface. This is innovation. This is innovation from Tempur-Pedic with Lazy Boy of 3 years of science and technology of taking that #1 mattress brand with the #1 furniture brand and bringing you the most optimum seating comfort that we've ever offered before. First time on television with HSN, our introductory that we're so excited to be a partner with you, Callie.
Thank you
Can't tell
so
you
much for this
what
honor.
that brings to us.
I mean, the large seating area, I mean, you can see how wide this is and how deep. I can't wait for you to feel the support and the cush that you're getting in this entire seat. The lumbar support, that's maybe my favorite. The headrest, it's all so cushy and so inviting. And with that memory foam, that updated Tempur-Pedic experience on top of what Lazy Boy does already, wow, you are really getting the best that there is at the lowest price. This is not, we've never done this. This is like a bigger day than any other Lazy Boy day that we've ever had. I do want to update you because I know our time is almost up and we're going to talk a few more minutes into our second hour together about it. But if you do want the gray manual, there's 1 dozen. 1 dozen left. If you want it in the power mode, there's 5 dozen. So gray will very much be selling out probably as we round into our next presentation in just a few moments. So if you're just tuning in, stay with us. We'll tell you all about this incredible finest value of the day. If you want this soft beige, this is a beautiful, I'm calling it dove gray. It's so pretty. If you want the power, there's only 90 left. If you want the manual, there's less than that in this soft, light dove gray, which is called beige if you're using express ordering, okay? Over here, the 2 chocolates. This is my favorite today. I love this beautiful chestnut. If you want the manual mode, we have 68. If you want this in the power mode, there's only 143 left for the day. And then here is the darkest of all, and this is called chocolate brown. Manual, we have 81. We have more in the power, 168 in the power mode, but that's all we can get. There is not a chance that we can call Lazy Boy and say we need more. I know it's really early in the day, so to be down to this few, I do highly recommend, place your order. You'll have this by the end of November, a couple of months, or a couple of weeks, 7 to 21 days, as opposed to, and I confirmed this with Amy before the show, if you went straight to Lazy Boy and said, this is the one I want, custom built just for me, just like the Grayson is on HSN, you're gonna have to wait 6, sometimes up to 8 months, and you're gonna spend a whole lot more on it. It's up to $500 up to $1,000 savings today, depending on which mode you're choosing and which color you're getting, because they are getting close to selling out, especially this beautiful dark chocolate, or this dark gray. 79241 is the item number. I know that, you know, with the shipping included, with the limited lifetime warranty, with this being assembled right here in the US, it is such a treat to know that you're gonna be enjoying this for the holidays. You can just rock yourself away. For anybody in your life that's expecting, I know how much pregnant women love this, just that gentle, natural rocking motion, as does the baby. My daughter-in-law just had a baby, and I got to babysit him for a couple of days, or for the weekend, and it was amazing, but it did remind me of how hard those early days are. But we all need somewhere to chill and decompress, and this is the way to do it. So Amy, I'm gonna let you go for just a minute or two, grab a cup of coffee so you can join me for just a few minute abbreviated presentation next hour, if you don't mind.
I love it. I can't wait to see you again. But let me just, I put the Tempur-Pedic in the seat so you can see What's that going to do? As soon as you sit down, it's going to take your
Wow.
body weight and give you the ultimate contouring, relaxation, and the best sit in the house. You're going to be fighting over the chair.
It is true, the best seat in the house. 79241 is the item number. Chestnut, chocolate, dark gray, almost completely sold out in both modes, and there's that light beige, so your choices are here. The time is now. Don't put this one off. You will regret it. You really will. It's just an amazing experience. Okay, well, I'm gonna take a quick 30-second little breather, rock myself into a relaxed state before we talk about daily deals coming up next.
Our story is a little unexpected.
A couple city boys, all of a sudden living on a farm in a town of 500 people. What do you do with goats?
Luckily, one of our neighbors showed us how to make soap using goat milk.
And Beekman 1802 was born.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900. 'Tis the season to be a VIP. Use your HSN card to get the best deals on gifts for everyone. Shop now for the holidays and pay over time with Extra Flex or VIP financing on every item, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Plus, the HSN card has no annual fee. Not a card member? Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Visit hsn.com/HSN card or call 1-800